Hey, what is up you guys? It's your boy straydog here. We're back at it again with another video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whatever time you're watching this. So for this one, we have another musical reaction video. Well, not musical rather. We have another reaction video in our hands. Last one of this kind of series, understanding-ish of the members of SB19. That was Ken. This one is for Pablo. What nobody understands about Pablo of SB19. I remember I was reacting to Ken's video, the video of Casual Chuck about Ken, that I wanted to react to other videos with regards to other members of SB19. I'm guessing this is for Pablo. I don't know if there are videos for other members of SB19 as well. Well, maybe. So I'm guessing we're going to be reacting to those in the near future. But for now, this is Pablo. Let's check this one out, shall we? If you haven't already though, please do subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's get right on with the video. Let's go. What nobody understands about Pablo SB19.
It's okay to make mistakes, but don't.
Casual Chuck really makes good videos, really entertaining videos. I like the style that he does, like kind of tugs in your like reactivity of the audience and all that good stuff. Gets you riled up. Yeah. Anyways.
Sino pinakamatagal mag-ayos?
Ay! Let's go! Hindi ko po hindi ako. I did unspeakable things talaga.
Yeah, that was when he was depressed. I remember that interview. Stories.
Everybody would love a taste of Pablo's life, having his own family business and the utmost respect from his co-members and fans. Pablo's life seems perfect, yet the truth is completely different. Not too long ago, he has been put in the shadows even though his role with SB19 is supposed to be significant. There were moments that his work wasn't even acknowledged. He is also seen as a member who has the strongest personality, which most people don't understand. But I'm telling you, Pablo's story is a revelation because it proves otherwise, and you're about to hear it. So sit back and enjoy because it's going to be a heck of a ride.
Okay. This is gonna be copyrighted. Some of the music that Chuck uses is copyrighted.
Gianpaolo Nace was born and
Gianpaolo Nace. Okay.
raised in Imus, Cavite. He's the second-born child along with two sisters and two brothers. Their mom took care of them while their dad provided for them financially from overseas. Pablo grew up as a shy kid who tends to space out, and because of that, he sometimes wandered off of their pack when they were outside. There was a time when their family was in the mall and he suddenly went missing. They panicked for a little bit, only to find him urinating on a plant in the corner.
Jesus Christ.
There was also another time when he fell into the canal. Pablo's childhood was never boring.
There was also a time when I fell into the canal. Yeah, that was in elementary. Fun times, really fun times. Anyways, this mom smacked the shit out of me, but still, those were fun times.
Because he was surrounded by a loving family. As a teenager, Pablo was very active in sports. In fact, he made it to his high school's varsity basketball team playing the point guard position. Behind the scenes, his passion for music got ignited when he found the hip-hop artists like Eminem, Glock 9, G-Dragon, Looney, and NF. This is when he started writing songs in secret as an outlet for his emotions. He kept the dream of performing to himself because of his shy attitude. Most families in the Philippines believe that going overseas will set you up for life, and Pablo's family wasn't a stranger to that. He initially took up accountancy in college because the job was in demand abroad, but he immediately regretted it and felt that the course wasn't for him. He loved writing songs and wanted to get better at it, so he decided to shift his course to a Bachelor of Arts in English. This is when he started learning about poetry and different types of literature, which definitely played a big role in the future. In his senior year, his younger siblings started going to college as well, and their family's income was no longer enough to keep them all in school. So he started working as a call center agent at night while studying in the morning. He worked a full 9-hour shift and also full-time in school. Honestly, I couldn't imagine how he survived all that, but he did. He got his bachelor's degree in English, and according to some sources, if only he wasn't a shifter, he would have graduated cum laude.
Damn. My guy is smart. Well, that shows in his lyricism and all that good stuff, you know. How he carries himself, how he steps up as the leader of the SPD, of the group. Like, he is really well respected by the other members of SB19, and I get that, you know. There's that certain aura coming from him, the strong stoic leader type. So yeah,
He's a smart dude for sure, and also
Yeah.
a responsible one. He
Hell
was
yeah.
so responsible that after graduating, he immediately went to work as a data analyst for a real estate company to help
Oh.
provide for his family. It was a stressful job, but he was able to cope by watching his favorite K-dramas. From then on, everything was smooth sailing, until the big what if started bothering him. Deep inside, he had this unfinished business of making music. So one day, he decided to follow his passion while keeping his full-time job. He started joining rap battles and competitions as a soloist.
hell yeah.
He initially wanted to use
Pablo.
Seismic as a screen name, which has a double entendre for seismic. But he never managed to share it because he is a shy dude, so he always ended up telling his real name instead. To this day, that screen name remained to
Pablo.
be in Pablo's username on his social media accounts. If you want to know more about the meaning of it, check out the video I made about it. Link in the description. You can also join the highest tier membership if you want to support me and also be credited as one of the executive producers. Going back, Pablo kept competing despite not winning until one fateful night when Miss Hongganda of Show BT found him in a contest.
Kept competing even though he wasn't winning. There's something about that obsession, that grind, that people, just successful people, most successful people, if not all successful people, have in common that obsession in one thing, even though they're not seeing success, they're not seeing progress. They themselves are not seeing it, but they are still doing it just because out of obsession. Like, there's this hidden drive in them that just pushes them forward. And yeah, I can understand that as well. Like, a lot of successful people are like that. So another one on the list.
She offered to train him as a solo artist but ended up becoming the leader of the boy group that would end up rewriting Filipino music history. They underwent a Korean training style that is notorious for pushing trainees to their absolute limits. Pablo reached a point that it became too difficult for him that he had to choose between his job and the training. Realizing that he was only half step in, he decided to go all in by quitting his job. He told his mom about it, and as expected, his decision
As
was
usual.
questioned. But she didn't stop him from chasing his dreams. With his job gone comes no income. Life became so hard for Pablo that he had to skip meals and sleep in their camp just to extend his remaining money for commuting back home every few days because his home was miles away. In order to survive, he performed in different Korean events with his group called PHP, which was also composed of other Show BT trainees. This went on for 3 years. Fast forward
3 years, bro. Staying in, living the dream, living your dream, like being honest and true to yourself, and being like so loyal to that obsession that you have. 3 years of nothing, 3 years of nothing happening, of no sense of fulfillment and all that shit. But at day in, day out, he does it. That is like, as sad as it may seem, that is like a characteristic of a successful person. But even then, like, not all people succeed even though they have that obsession. Like, there's only a select few. There is hard work and talent, and innate ability and discipline, but there's also luck involved, and these guys are just insanely lucky. But at the same time, like, kudos to them. They put in the work, put in the effort, man.
to 2018, SB19 was formed and they debuted with a song called Tila Luha, which was written by none other than Pablo. This was a song that was supposed to capture the hearts of the Filipino people, but sadly, barely anyone cared about it. The same thing happened to their second single, Go Up. This was supposed to be the time when he could tell his parents that he has finally made it, but instead, it became the reason why he started to question himself.
Yeah.
This was a major blow to his confidence, so he shut himself off from the public and did some quote-unquote unspeakable things. If it wasn't for George and Pablo's faith in God, he wouldn't be here today. This was also around the time when he wrote the song La Luna, which exactly described the situation he was in. It's so wild
Insane mental state. Really down.
knowing that his recent song actually came from several years back, and there's no telling how many he's already done because he describes himself as someone who always writes music. When the Go Up Dance Practice video was uploaded,
Yeah, there you go. There you go. This one, 4.4 million views. Holy shit. Overnight, this one.
their popularity snowballed.
To the moon!
A follow-up song was released called Alab, which was also written by him, but the fans noticed that something was wrong. Pablo's name was nowhere to be found in the credits, and when the movie Game Boys was released, SB19's Hanggang sa Huli was the original soundtrack, and it happened again. Twitter fans went ballistic, and there was even a movement that encouraged everyone to mass email Show BT just to give him the credit he deserved. Thankfully, it was heard. If it wasn't for 18, maybe Pablo wouldn't have gotten the music royalties he has now. So what exactly is it that people don't
Hey, 18 is strong. It is very fucking strong.
understand about Pablo? Most people would say it's his sassy attitude, but I beg to disagree. We learned in his story that he's arguably the most introverted person in this group, and Stel perfectly described it in this clip.
Nung una, ang weird niya po, nagsasalita mag-isa, parang bigla na lang siya nagagano. Sa isang tabi po, nakatayo siya sa gilid. Tapos may training kami, tapos biglang gagano. Tapos biglang gagano. Gagano po siya sa gilid. Sabi ko, anong ginagawa na? Nagre-ritual ba ito sa gilid?
Some fans and even him also think that he's the worst dancer among them, but his
Nah.
co-members think otherwise.
Nah.
really bad at memorizing steps. Yeah, I'm really bad. So I
you're a
take
good dancer.
extra time.
But you're a good
practicing.
dancer.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't even tell us that he can backflip. He's also a gamer. He even used his favorite video game character as an inspiration for one of his songs. Talk about a game changer. Most people think he's a poet, but he describes himself more as a bard who tells his stories through his music.
Exactly.
Music that transcends generations and is backed up by recognition.
The winner of this season of the Juki Music Awards is Pablo. Congratulations.
The winner of the Composer of the Year award goes to John Paulo Nasser.
John Paulo Nasser.
Congratulations.
He can sing, he can rap, he can shoot, he can pop, he can play, he can snap, he can flip, and he can't stop. Pablo's mind is a race, and he's always 5 steps ahead of us. He does what he does because he strives for perfection, which brings us to the most misunderstood thing about him, his reputation as a genius. Sometimes it makes me wonder, why does Pablo keep on asking this question?
Why us? Why are we here right now?
The answer for me is the lesson I learned from his story. I learned that the person performs better when there's no safety net. He had no plan B. Pablo gave
It's just all in, man. It's just all in. It's all for nothing. There is no plan B. I'm putting it all on plan A.
up everything and decided to go all in by focusing on getting better at his craft. He believed that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So he made the world his library to become the best version of himself and became the guy who worked while others slept. The guy who learned while others partied. The guy who led while others followed. The guy who lived like others only dreamed of. A leader has the capacity to translate vision into reality. And that's the answer to Pablo's why.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Pablo. Yeah, that's a good video, man. Really good video. This guy is like one of a lot. He is a really good role model for a lot of people. Like, you could look at his story. Stories from the members of SB19, really. You could pick any of them. These guys are just really good role models. They're not perfect, like, honestly, they're not perfect. We're all human and we all have our pet peeves and all that good stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, you take what's good and live with it. You roll with it. There you go. What nobody understands about Pablo of SB19. There was a good video by Casual Chuck. Subscribe to him as well. But if you like the video, like the video. Share this to family and friends. If you have any other comments or recommendations, put it down there in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But that will be it for this one though. Thank you very much guys for watching. Until next time folks. Bye bye.